Hello everyone, welcome to Fruit Realm, and today we are talking about the command block. The thing that can do all the crazy things you can think of, but I don't know, how do you build with it? That is the question. So, today in this video, I'm going to be showing you 7 tips and tricks to build with the command block in Minecraft. Wow, it's pretty amazing. And this is part of an ongoing series where I show you how to build with random blocks, so check the iCard up in the right hand corner to see more secret build blocks, tips and tips, and also all the other tips and tricks that have gone so far. So let's start with number 1. You may be asking, what the heck is this? It looks like a mess. And it kind of is. However, if you go up above, it could be a really cool floor pattern. As you can tell, you can use the command blocks to lay out really cool patterns. It's a little much for this, but you can do something similar to this to make it look really cool and make a nice floor pattern. I also have the green ones under here. You could replace these two, or you can complete the flower, do something like that, or some kind of flower design, and you can do that as well, but I thought it was a little too much, so I just covered them up with carpets. Very simple, very easy, just make a cool design. You can use the other sides as well, as the command block has 3 sides. It has a circle, an arrow, and a square. And so we're going to be using all 3 of those today in our builds. So, as we come over to the next one, we also notice that there is green and purple ones, and we'll get to those later. But if we come over here, we have maybe a space age target range. Maybe you got, I mean, we don't have any like space guns or anything like that, but you can at least use a crossbow, maybe add some fireworks, make it look cool. And it can be a little bit of a target range where you try to shoot each of the little parts. And I don't know, I'm doing all right, I guess. What did I get? And maybe you get like bonus points if you hit right in the little things, or you can just use it with arrows. It's pretty fun. Maybe you get like 20 points for hitting the center, maybe some points for hitting the white part, and 0 points if you hit any of the orange part. It's very simple, but it's just something you could do. You could also use it for maybe a control panel. Maybe you link it up like this, and you can make some kind of like maybe control device or piping system, something like that. So now moving on to the next one, we have an alley, and we got our lovely trash can fire. Super simple, just that. I mean, that's what it is. And we got our gross alley over here. We've got our boxes of whatever, maybe a sewer grate, something like that. And we've got our maybe electricity panels. So this is what the command block we're using for. So as you can tell, we're using the square one. And if we switch this one out, as you can tell, it's a circle. So, however, if we go around to the other side and place it in, we will get the circle on this side. And if we come back around, it will be the square. And maybe this can be just kind of like an electric panel, and you click the buttons, you're like, do. Without breaking it, you use the little buttons, and you click it around, and you can fiddle with the electricity stuff. So there's one right here, and then there's also one right here. And then we use the blackstone, polished blackstone wall to make an electricity wire or something like that going to the buildings. Very simple, and there's a lot you could do with this. You could also put it in your house or something like that to control the electricity. Very simple. Now moving on to the next one, as we come up into this definitely super fancy decorated building, we come into maybe a bank office or something like that. And you have your person over here, and you've got your vault. So this one you could use as a keypad to maybe get into the vault. Maybe you go boop, 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 and once you put all of them in, you click the button, and you can open it up, something like that. It'd be more for, I guess, just what your builds look like, even though it doesn't actually work. It could work if you do actually program something into the command block and then click the button, and it would do something fancy. However, I'm not that talented, but there's a lot of really easy ways you could actually put commands in and have them work as just part of your build. It's really cool. Another one is just designs on the walls. All you have to do is change these to the chain command block or the repeating command block. And as you can tell, they're the same as the orange one. They just are different colors. And if you already have just the normal command block and you don't know how to get the other two, just go into it. And as you can see, it's the orange one. You go in, you click it, and you can change it to chain, which will make it green. Or you change it to repeat, and it will make it kind of the purplish color. And I think this one just kind of works because it kind of stands out a little bit more. Very simple, add nice design on your wall and a little panel. Now we come over here to the quick tips and tricks. This one you could use as kind of a cool looking lampshade. I don't know, you could do something like with that. You could put it in a hotel or something like that. Or you could just have it be a cool monitor sending out signals, something like that. Now, moving on to the next one. As you can tell, it's kind of hard to make telephone boxes, but this is a telephone box. You can come on in, maybe. There we go. And you have your telephone in here, just like so, and you can call or do whatever you want. Something like that. It's a little tightly cramped, but as you can tell, we are also using the border block, and in fact, we are using the structure void. Check out both of those videos up in iCard in there, and these are 2 extra little tips that you can use, and it just kind of smooths it out, and you get a nice red wall block. It's really cool. And then up here, it just smooths out the top, so it's not so gross and jagged. Now, moving on to the next one, and the final one. This is this is the silliest one that I could think of, and it's just a block band-aid. It's just a band-aid. I don't know why. It just looks like a band-aid or some kind of something like that. So this is your build band-aid. As you come over here, you can also put some on the side, and you got a nice little band-aid for your home. So there's actually a few more tips that I thought would work really well for this area over here, and this is the jigsaw block. Another way you could use these as just kind of communication tower, something like that. You just make the arrows go up, so you stand like this, jump, 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 and you could do some kind of like communication thing like that as well. It's very simple, and it also would work really great with the jigsaw block. Now coming over here, you could use it as a control panel, kind of with the radar, maybe it's just a technology station thing with buttons and stuff like that. Now for the final one, you can switch the eyes out from jigsaw blocks to the command blocks. As you can tell, you can just do that. This is what it was before, but if you want different eyes, you could switch them out for that. You could use it for eyes of any build and anything like that. So now popping back right over here, just command blocks are really weird, but you can use them for lots of different things, to band-aids, to little telephone stations, maybe a lampshade, as a control button to get into your vault, or even as an electricity panel, something like that, or target range, or just cool designs in your floor. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you've learned a few ways that you can build with command blocks in ways you never thought of before. So thank you for watching Fruit Realm, and stay tuned for more building tips and tricks using weird blocks. So bye, we'll see you next time on Fruit Realm.